Hello everybody, welcome to part 1 of my ShadowGate 64 Trials of the Four Towers walkthrough slash playthrough. This is a game that I've never beat before and I've only played a little bit of it, so I'm going in it basically blind, you might as well say. I played the first, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes of it, about there or so. So I don't know much about it, like I said before, and let's head on into it right now. Let me see something. I should have done my sneak up here probably. Alright, let me see if I could continue. Okay, sweet. Alright. And hitting new game now. Okay. Alright, so this is a game that I've recently I just recently got this, I don't know, maybe a month ago, probably less than that actually. And I didn't know it existed, but this is actually I don't know if it's a sequel or what, but there's a game for the NES called the ShadowGate. I think it's just called ShadowGate. Some pretty cool visuals here, even though it's just 2D. Oh no! So the caravan is of course being attacked. Of course I didn't read any of the initial, the beginning of it. But, it talks about, Castle ShadowGate, which is where we're about to go right now. And there it is. There am I on the back of somebody. But I figured this was, it's kind of like a creepy game almost, in a sense. So I thought it would be pretty cool to show, to start during October. And in time for Halloween. This will probably run me right through Halloween, most likely, on to November. Alright, so we have here what looks to be that dude is humongous. I always made fun of him because of how big he is. Like, he's twice my guy's size. His leg is about the size of my guy's body. But I found this game, I was looking up like a top 100 N64 games because I do want to record a lot of N64 games just because of how, I missed a lot of them. And I kind of just want to, experience every game that I didn't experience when I was younger, now that I can. And this is one game that I looked up and, I've heard a lot of good things about it and I decided to, of course, now play it, to get it and play it. And as much as I know, it's kind of like it's a first-person, it's kind of like a D&D session almost. Like I said before, if I even said it, but it's a lot like a D&D session where, just like the elements. Obviously you're a halfling and all that. You glance around at your surroundings. There has got to be a way out of here. Okay, like one problem I do have with the game is the fact that you have to hold down. Or actually you have to hold up, because it's like inverse up, inverse, and there's somebody right there. You have to hold the button down, or up, I should say. I keep saying that. Just look down. It's kind of annoying, but, whatever. Move around with the C button, if you might wants to know. Has any chance to play it. Or anything like that. Let's go look at these chains real quick. The graphics, they're decent for what they are. But sometimes you do... you can't really tell what's, what is what. The manacles hang from the cell wall as a reminder of your dire straits. You hope you don't end up hanging from them. They look terribly uncomfortable. But I also remember there was a book I used to read when I was younger. The floor around the straw is damp, and it was like it was a Dracula book, where you were going through Dracula's castle as a guy, and you were to you were to pick different pages of what you were wanting to do. So let's say you wanted to go down some creepy hallway, you would go to this page, and then you would die, or most likely probably end up dying anyways. Yes, I will. This is what kind of reminds me of, in a sense. It's obviously it's a puzzle game as well. You know, you have to do different things just to get further into it. You notice the grate and can smell the sewer below. Your nose crinkles at the smell. You wonder where this might lead. Let's do it. Grunting from the exertion, you fail to budget. There must be a way to pry it off. Alright. Alright, so there's nothing else in this room, of course, so let's talk to our blonde friend over there. The man appears asleep. Shall you disturb him? Of course I will. That's what everybody does. Hey, a newcomer, and a halfling to boot. My name's Agaar. I'm a magician. What's your name? Dell? You say? No, Dell, you say? I wish I could greet you under better circumstances. And this is like the first time I've ever really experienced a game where you actually had a name. Usually you're supposed to like name yourself and all that. So it's pretty cool to see how you actually have a name now. Traveling with the trade caravan when you were beset by thieves? I was not even close to what I was. You're lucky that you're still alive, Dell. Hey, lucky indeed. You hear a rustling at the door to your cell. Oh, it's that big man. Time to eat, halfling. Enjoy it while you can. It may be your last. I'm not sure why everybody's like British and all that. I've heard the tortures shall start tomorrow. I don't know why they should waste time on you. If I had my way, I would have thrown you in the sewers long ago. It's a shame to waste good food on someone like you. Well then. Paying attention to him, my friend. What's that? Why, you're within the castle. Castle ShadowGate, to be exact. Legendary center of magic for all of Calthorlin. Bah, it's something but a haunt for thieves and treasure seekers now. Or is it? You see the magic items made by the sorcerer Lakmir are said to be hidden here. Some say that they could be found in the 4 towers, which no one has entered for years. These towers have been sealed by magic. Nobody can get in. Believe me, I've tried. That's why I'm in here. I've tried to break the wards and hurt some thieves. I could tell you they are not too happy with me right now. But enough talk. I need to conserve my strength. They shall come for me soon. All right, so we have a kind of a friend. Let's see if we can talk to him one more time and see if he has anything else to say. All right, guys, so we'll just go right there. What? You get sleep? Listen, Del, it's no use thinking about escaping. I've tried and failed. They took my spellbooks from me weeks ago. Damn, how long have you been in here? I know the cells stink from the sewers below, but you get used to it. And I will be cursing in this, so if you are, afraid of cursing or something like that, this is not a video for you, I guess. Now, try to get some sleep, my friend. Oh, I'll be cursing something, guys. Alright. And if you try talking to him one more time, I believe he just, he's totally asleep or something. Agaar doesn't reply. He must have fallen asleep. Is he snoring? And the movement in this game is a little bit sluggish in a sense, where it's not like really fluid movement in a sense. Like I just released it, and then way before I stopped moving. So at times it does get a little bad. My dog's walking around. It looks like the meat of some kind of beast. Do you want to eat it? Yes, I do. I'm hungry. I love the sound effects in this game. They're all pretty awesome. You gag on the greasy meat. Because you were starving, apparently. Look down on it. Okay, it's the leftover bone. The end is pointed and it looks strong. Shall you take the bone? Yes, I will. And of course, this sense, it's kind of like Scooby-Doo as well. Where, you get pieces and you have to use them later down on the line and all that. Down the line. You decide to take the bone. It might come in handy. Get it? Handy. Okay, you were quite sure that the door is securely locked. Okay, so start button only brings up the save option, quit, and of course exit menu. I won't be saving yet. I'm going to probably save later on down the line. R brings up your map, which of course you have no map. L apparently does nothing yet. Z, you are in crouch mode, I guess. Wait, I was supposed to bring up your items, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Wait, did I take the bone? I did take the bone. Okay. Okay, B brings up your items, I guess. Okay. Wait, no, I didn't do it. Wait, here we go. Okay, so I just pressed B and then I pressed A on a bone, and it does it for me. The cover opened. Oh, I have like no expression at all in my voice. The cover opened. You can see the dark waters of the sewer below you. Okay, so B brings up your items, like I said before. I wish you could press A, but you can't really. I don't think you could be like. Yeah, you can't. Because R, like I said before, brings up your mat. I don't think L does anything. I'm actually really sure it doesn't. Alright, so you just hit forward right there. Of course, C buttons are to move. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. I probably did. Alright. You shake the putrid water from your clothes as you look around the dank sewers. Oh, that was it. Okay. Alright, so we have a few things to look at first. There's a bottle of some sort right there next to a wood plank. If you press A on it, it won't do anything because you can't reach it, obviously. I believe... no, I don't go in there yet. So we have this right here. The iron bars are quite rusty. Do you want to try and pry one loose? Yes, I do. Without a tug, you remove an iron bar, and if you try to walk into it, you can't. There's no room for you. Alright, but yeah, this is a quite interesting game. Of course, there's a little deep edge right here. If you walk off of it, you will die, and I have I've actually done it a lot. Okay, so let's go into this first room right here. We'll go with them all the way down the line, I guess. Walk into this room right here, and this is where I start. This is where you start to look at the graphics, and you're like, oh my god, this is, you know. At times it can be confusing and all that, and like the movement, how you move is not like how you move your face and all that. I guess is not all that great. It's a high wall, but if you get if you can get a handhold, it looks climbable. Alright, so I don't think anything is on the ground over here. So this room right here is not anything yet. We can go into here, I believe. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so this room right here leads to another room. What is this right here? Okay, so nothing's on the ground right here. Of course, let's see right here. Pretty sure this is how it does it. But there will be times where you need to use your items and in the correct spots, and obviously you look at the ground as well. All right. An apparition appears. It seems very agitated, but you can't understand the ghost. It's speaking Chinese. I like the little cry out. That was kind of funny. Okay, so what is this? You found a parchment. It is called journal. Will you take it? Of course I will. You decide that you will take this parchment. I believe it. Water and time have bleached these bones white. Of course, these bones have no. They have no use. I'm about to look at my journal soon. Let's see if I can't use the crowbar again. Or the iron bar, I mean. Let's see here. Nope, we can't. Okay. Alright, so I'm about to go around there and get that, which I'm pretty sure is an item we will need. Alright, so if you walk into water, you will die. Del cannot swim very well. If at all, anyways. Okay, so going all the way down here. Wait, I'm not even sure if this is where it... I'm pretty sure this is it right here, though. Oh, there we go. And this right here is where you would have seen this. This is where you would also seen the scene of the ghost. The death of the underground lake surprises and scares you, because Del, of course, cannot swim very well. You found an ancient map. Will you take the parchment? Yes, I will. But as I was saying, you have to look at the ground and expect anything to be anywhere. You take the map, deciding that it may reveal something very important, even though I'm not sure if it said very. Alright, so I thought you could hit that down and make another... another bridge, but I guess you can't. Or maybe I just don't remember. Took it here real quick. There's bats, oh no! Actually, I don't remember seeing that. So I must have never looked in there. Alright, head on down right here. I've yet to be killed by movement yet, in terms of walking into water and all that. But I don't doubt you can get killed by movement. Because at times, like I said before, it does kind of get a little bit, bad. Alright, so it looks like we are now in what appears to be the outer dungeon, maybe? As hard as you might try, you discover it's locked and cannot be opened. Okay, so we'll need a key for that. What is that? Is that a pickaxe? An ancient pickaxe lies discarded upon the ground. Yes, I will take it. You take the pickaxe, impressed by its weight, because Dell is a scrawny guy. Alright, so real quick, first there's R. This is where it's going to show you all, like, where you are. Obviously, the red's going to show you what room you're in, and all of that. C right is to go to different ones. C left, of course, is to go back right there. Let's look at the journal real quick. I am amazed what I think I've found. Buried in the ground and unearthed after all this time. He said we should sell it to the sorcerer. Said we'd be rich. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, so that's pretty interesting. Alright, the map right there. I'm not even sure why the map's in this item area right here. But I guess you could probably like select different maps or something. Yep, okay. Just a different means to go through it. Okay, so let's go back over here. What is that? And like right here, like you would think there's an item there on the ground, but there's, you know, it's obviously just not anything. It's just like a dark little spot. Alright, so we needed to have a handhold. Not handhold. Is that what it said over there? We need something to grasp onto, or you know, to use to get up onto the rocky wall. And that pickaxe might come in handy. Yep, handhold. That's what I was right. I love the sound effects, like I said before. They're all really cool. Using pickaxe, you scud the wall, and of course, we've seen a bat right there. All right. Maybe we should have went back. Oh god. If you can get through the ceiling, you might be able to escape this place. I should have stayed in that hallway over there. But I'm pretty sure all those doors over there are locked, if I'm correct anyways. But let's go back anyways. Alright guys, we're back over here now. I was right. There's just a door past where we got the pickaxe, and it was locked, of course. Alright, so I believe what we can do is we can look up and use our pickaxe. Somehow we do that. With the crash, the ceiling collapses. You should have been a miner. Alright, what do I do? Okay. How did he get up there? He must use his pickaxe again or something. You look around and wonder if this is one of the towers Agaar spoke of. It's a very good question. What is this? I can play drums, I guess. Alright, nothing seems to be in this room right here other than just barrels of possible alcohol. Nothing seems to be empty. Well, how come this one right here? That's fine. Alright, so this door right here is actually not locked. I like the music in this as well. God. Well done. Alright, so let's head over to this room right here first. See what this... Alright, this is not locked either. What is that? It's a shoe. Yes, I'll take the shoe. You can't take the slipper if some unforeseen force holds on to the table. Hold it to the table. Somebody's waiting for that somebody to pick up their shoe, I guess. This bed is unusually large. This one's small. Same with the chairs, maybe. Oh, this right here is kind of creepy right here. Oh, God. Nothing useful in here. There's a statue right here. There you have a fairy sculpture. Yes, I'll take the statue. I have yet to find out what this is for, but I'm pretty interested in seeing this because it, reminds me a lot of Resident Evil. All these the emblems they use in that game. Alright. Apparently Dell doesn't want to read. Alright, so this right here. The one item that's like eyeballing. And that is creepy as hell. Alright, so I don't know what I've yet to find out what that even like what this is, and I have like running into walls and everything. Alright, so it's like a little child ghost type thing, probably holding on to the slipper. So what happens when the people, like the person that needs the slipper, like what happens when he what happens when he walks into there? Does the ghost give him the slipper? You found a coiled length of frayed rope. Yes, I will take it. The short might prove useful, so you take it, of course. I'm not sure why they're telling me that I take it when I know I took it. Okay, so nothing is important over here. I'm pretty sure this is all that's in here right now, is just this rope right here. Alright. Alright, so that's where we came from because of the mouse hole right there, that force right there. Alright. One last room before we can go down the hallway. Okay, so this just leads to another door. Okay, so this one's locked as well, okay. Alright, so it looks like we have to go into this over here. And I did want to say that there are enemies in this game. Can I take that? No, we can't. Okay, we have a decent amount of stuff now. But there are enemies in this game, but it's a lot like, I guess, Amnesia in a sense, where if you get found by one, it's game over. So there won't be any fighting, but honestly, I don't mind that. I like these types of games where it's kind of mysterious and it's kind of like a puzzle, puzzle adventure type thing, I guess. Making it in first person was even better in my opinion. It just fits. Oh, what is this? What a splendid entrance, no doubt about it. This is one of the 4 towers. What is that, a squirrel? Oh, I can move. Come back here, squirrel. I'm gonna steal at you. Wait, where'd I come from? Did I come from... I think I come from right there, yeah. Alright, so it looks like we have some interesting... I don't know if they're like flags or portraits or what they are. What is this? Oh, it's another statue. You found a statue of an elf. Yes, I will. And that's what I was kind of leading on to the D&D type, where, you know, like elves and, like, you know, the elf, fairy. I'm in a halfling, of course. Wait, what is... Okay, so there's that. What's behind here? Yes, and like, as I was saying, you know, this is that that unfortunate part of the game that I don't like. Costs a pretty penny, of course. And it looks like I'm having a lot of trouble moving around. Like, I've never played a game in my life before. But I'm like trying to look everywhere, and that's just not working out. It's firmly shut. Whether you push or pull it, it refuses to budge. Did you see how scrawny his arms are? There's no doubt in my mind. Is that a dragon? Of course, it's like the dragon. It won't open. There must be some special way to open this door. Interesting. And I love how, like, you have to come back to certain rooms after you find out, you know, what to do and all that. Who is this? The traveler arrives. The traveler Del Cottonwood, to be exact. You know my name and everything. So we found out our last name is Cottonwood. Who am I, halfling? And how do I know your name? My name is Lakmir. I am a sorcerer. I sound like Sean Connery mixed with somebody else. And this guy is, of course, the person that Agaar was talking about. Agaar or Agaar. This tower is where I was trained by my disciples. Where I trained my disciples, oh my god. You're not here for training, eh? Which way does this road... Which way... Oh my god. Which way does the road wind for you, Del? Which path will you follow? The wide path is easy but leads to death. The narrow is hard but leads to life. And this is where I actually stopped in my gameplay. So the left is easy. Wait, no. Okay, it's just a narrow and wide path. It's easy but leads to death. The narrow path is hard but leads to life. If you choose the narrow, then seek me in the next tower, the Tower of Lakmir. If you choose the wide, then you are not the one that I have waited for. I will be there, halfling. The question is, will you? Pretty interesting. Like, I do have a, like, I'm wondering if this tower right here is, I just wonder, A, if this is the tower, B, will we come back here and do something with this tower, or is this like the first tower and we're done with this first tower or something? I'm not sure. But this guy, but anyways, guys, this concludes the intro and, you know, my first part, obviously, of ShadowGate 64. I do recommend playing this game. It's actually really cool. And I'm pretty excited to get further into the game and see what else I can get myself into and all that. But I just wanted to show a really big part of this, get a big chunk out of it, and just, you know, get the intro out of the way. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this, stay tuned for some more, and like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in part 2, where we head on to see what where the narrow path leads, and head on to Tower of Lakmir, or whatever he said. So thanks for watching, guys.